a scientist, and I don't get too tied up with everything being exact. But one of the things I did was I analyzed the angle from the bottom of this last cluster of pyracantha to its shadow, and I saw that angle. So I have an angle that's similar over here. Now again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Likewise, I went to the bottom of this cluster and found the angle. Can you see how different that is? It's a much shallower angle than this one. And the reason is because this one's further away. Okay, so don't think that you have to make the angles exactly the same. They have to be consistent depending on the distance. So I think I'm going to go a little bit darker, maybe into the peaches here. Let's start with this one. This is a good peach color. So this is what I'm going to lay down here and start in the sunlight. Now that's going to look kind of dark. But again, you can always work from dark to light in pastel. So, you know, putting down some darker colors to start with is really okay with me. Now I'm not going to be very concerned about the shape of this shadow. I just want to establish the color of the light. And I want to get a layer of this, a very, very light layer. See, I'm not thickly layering in pastel, but I'm going quickly. I'm using it lightly. I'm just going to get into the light areas generally. I can do more specifics when I get a little further along. Grabbing fairly bright orange at this point. Using it very lightly, very, very light touch here. Because if I go too heavy with it, it'll feed the color too much. But I want the excitement, seeing it. You remember I said that I wanted to paint what's in the sunlight before I try to paint its shadow. So that's why I'm kind of going back here to these. Back to the dark green while I'm thinking of it, and put another couple in here. Break this up. A couple of darks back in here. See, I think that's getting really visually interesting. Maybe a little more out here, kind of decorate that one and draw your eye, maybe a couple of strong darks down here, just to really draw you in. Contrast always draws the eye.